Matt Roloff addresses speculation of Little People, Big World ending. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel USA Roloff Family Gossip. For Roloff Family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Fans are eagerly waiting to hear if the TLC show will return for season 26. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff has shed some light on whether his show will continue amid fan speculation that it could be ending after a 25-season run. In a lengthy statement posted on Facebook, the father of four shared some of the back-and-forth moments his family has had with the production of the show over the years. He explained that he was only able to come forward with his honest thoughts on the popular TLC show at the time of his Friday, April 26 post because a non-disclosure agreement he'd signed 20 years earlier had finally expired. The reality TV show premiered back in 2006, about 3 years after the Roloff family initially signed contracts to share their lives with TV audiences. By 2010, Matt said his family already wanted to be done with filming due to the grind of the process and the disruptions it caused to his kids' education. "We thought we had completed our mission of educating the world on what it's like to be a little person in an average-size world. Enough TV filming already," his post said. In the years that followed, Matt explained that his family continued to keep the show going through specials, wedding-themed seasons, and more. "This is why I think there is some hesitation to announce from TLC that the show is over, even though the family as a whole is enjoying being away from it all after 19 to 20 years. He wrote before acknowledging that some members of his family have already said publicly that they don't intend to return to the show. As more and more family members drift away from the show, it becomes more difficult to produce the same content. He then addressed the question on many Little People, Big World fans' minds about whether season 25's final episode has ended the show forever. TLC hadn't made any announcements about the show's future as of May 1. "Nobody really knows at this point. I feel very content and satisfied with the run of shows and the journey we shared with you all," he wrote, adding that they never know what the future may bring. His post acknowledged that he was speaking for himself and not for TLC or other parties involved in the show's creation. Little People, Big World Season 25 Cast Guide. Who's leaving the show? There's nothing too big for the Roloff family. The final episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, recently aired on Tuesday, April 24, going out with one emotional farewell. In the Season 25 finale, it looks like tensions between father Matt Roloff and Zach Roloff over the sale of their family farm haven't died down. Starting to worry about their father-son relationship, ex-wife Amy Roloff helped Matt consider what went wrong with his son over lunch. However, there's only so much Amy could say, as Matt Roloff wears many hats, from farmer to author, entrepreneur, and motivational speaker. His career began in computer software sales, co-founding Direct Access Solutions, a venture focused on accessibility kits for little people in the hospitality industry. Despite grappling with dystrophic dysplasia, a form of dwarfism, Matt can navigate life using crutches and a motorized cart when needed. In the public eye, Matt's life, particularly his marriage, unfolded throughout the whole 25 seasons of Little People, Big World. Matt met his former wife Amy at a Dwarf Athletic Association of America (DAAA) convention. After nearly 3 decades, his marriage to Amy ended in 2016. As of now, Matt is in a relationship with Karen Chandler, the former manager of the Roloff family farm, with who he's set to tie the knot in 2024. Amy Roloff is the ex-wife of Matt, whom she's married to for nearly 30 years. Born with achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism, she's encountered a few complications throughout her life. Nevertheless, she tackles these ups and downs with grace. A Central Michigan University graduate, Amy keeps herself busy with several roles, from acting and coaching to parenting and teaching. Amy's heart for philanthropy shines through her Amy Roloff Charity Foundation, supporting kids, at-risk youth, and disability groups. She's also active in fostering organizations, senior housing, and homeless shelters. After her divorce from Matt in 2016, she found love again with Chris Merrick. The two eventually got married in 2021. Although Amy has separated herself from Roloff Farms, Amy ensures that she'll always be on good terms with her ex-husband. Even though the two might never share the same chemistry they used to have before, Amy sees this as an opportunity to grow and change. Zach Roloff is one of Matt and Amy's 4 children. Just like his mother, Zach also has achondroplasia, a condition that eventually gets passed on to his children. Since stepping into the limelight in 2006, Zach's life has been an open book, from tying the knot with Tori at Roloff Farm in 2015 to welcoming their 3 kids, Jackson, Lila, and Joza. Most recently, Zach had to undergo an emergency brain surgery in 2023, which fortunately went well. Despite relocating to Washington in 2023, the Roloffs continued to steal the show until their recent announcement in February 2024. 2 days after season 25 of Little People, Big World premiered, Zach and Tori announced that they were leaving the show. As they bid adieu to the series, Zach stresses the importance of paving their own path without any ties to the show, free from the drama. With their exit, the Roloffs prioritize their kids' happiness, opting for a life out of the reality TV glare. Tori Roloff first became the center of attention when she and Zach began their romance during the show's 10th season, which aired from 2010 to 2012. Their love story started on the Roloff family farm, where Tori worked, starting off as pals. Although they were initially shy and nervous about talking to each other, the two finally took a chance on each other. After 4 years of dating, the two officially wedded in July 2015. In their exit announcement from Little People, Big World, Tori opens up about their decision to step away from the show. While the show has played a huge part in her life, Tori notes the need for better boundaries and a focus on her family's well-being. Jackson Roloff, the eldest son of Zach and Tori, was born in May 2017 with achondroplasia, which led to bowed legs requiring corrective surgery. Despite having to undergo his medical procedures at a young age, Jackson continues to be brave throughout his health journey. Although his parents are sometimes concerned about his condition post-surgery, Jackson continues to get stronger day by day. Lila Roloff is Zach and Tori's second child and only daughter, born in November 2019. Besides her achondroplasia, Lila has had to deal with difficult health conditions, all of which were documented in recent seasons of Little People, Big World. From developmental delays, struggles with weight gain, and managing strabismus at the tender age of 3, over time, Lila's health has grown to improve vastly. Joza Roloff is the newest addition to the Roloff family, arriving in April 2022 and joyously welcomed by Zach and Tori. Born with achondroplasia, like his older siblings, his parents made the brave choice to share his diagnosis publicly, emphasizing that it doesn't define him. Marek is Amy's second husband, whom he got married back in 2021. With a tenure at a Portland-based real estate agency, Marek has over 2 decades of experience as a seasoned realtor. Marek crossed paths with Amy at a blind dating event in 2018, shortly after her separation from Matt. The two got engaged in 2019 and exchanged vows in 2021 at Roloff Farms. Chandler had deep ties to the Roloff family long before her relationship with Matt became public. Spending over a decade on Roloff Farms, first managing the operations and later as Matt's assistant, Karen's professional relationship with her boss grew into something more. After spending 6 years together, the pair got engaged in April 2023, with plans for a laid-back wedding in 2024. Despite experiencing family tensions, particularly with Matt's children, Karen makes it a priority to respect their boundaries, all while building a future together with Matt. Is Little People, Big World over? How Matt Roloff's feud with Zach Roloff ruined the show. Zach Roloff's time on Little People, Big World has come to an end after an issue with his father, Matt Roloff, which marred previous seasons of the show. Zach was 13 years old when he made his reality TV debut alongside his family in 2006, when Little People Big World Season 1 premiered. Over 18 years later, fans have watched Zach grow from a teenager to a man with a wife, Tori, and 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josa Roloff. Still, as the family's first child alongside his twin, Jeremy Roloff, Zach had a lot of expectations on his shoulders. Despite the family's early success on the show, things slightly changed on Little People Big World. Amy Roloff married Chris Marek after her marriage to Matt crashed. Meanwhile, Jeremy and his wife, Audrey Roloff, left the show to concentrate on other projects. Amid these changes and exits, Zach remained committed to his father and his duties on the family farm, which he believed he would someday run. However, Zach received a rude awakening when Matt sold off parts of the farm, and now Zach and Tori have announced their exit from Little People Big World. Matt Roloff wouldn't sell Zach Roloff the farm. Matt wouldn't let Zach own a part of the farm. Growing up on the Roloff farms, Zach's dream was to run the ground someday. The farm had been the family's home and source of livelihood ever since Matt acquired it in 1990, and as the firstborn, Zach had always believed he was raised to one day take over or assist in the farming operations. Also, when it became clear Matt and Amy's marriage was heading toward a divorce, Amy sold her share of the Roloff farms to Matt, with the assumption that he would one day pass the farm to one or more of their children. Menu: Is Little People, Big World over? How Matt Roloff's feud with Zach Roloff ruined the show. Little People, Big World. Zach Roloff's time on Little People, Big World ends due to a falling out with Matt over the family farm. Matt's betrayal of selling part of the farm to Zach for an exorbitant price strained their relationship. Zach decides to move on from his dad's shadow, focusing on his family and podcast, leaving the show. Zach Roloff's time on Little People, Big World has come to an end after an issue with his father, Matt Roloff, which marred previous seasons of the show. Zach was 13 years old when he made his reality TV debut alongside his family in 2006, when Little People Big World Season 1 premiered. Over 18 years later, fans have watched Zach grow from a teenager to a man with a wife, Tori, and 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josa Roloff. Still, as the family's first child alongside his twin, Jeremy Roloff, Zach had a lot of expectations on his shoulders. Despite the family's early success on the show, things slightly changed on Little People Big World. Amy Roloff married Chris Marek after her marriage to Matt crashed. Meanwhile, Jeremy and his wife, Audrey Roloff, left the show to concentrate on other projects. Amid these changes and exits, Zach remained committed to his father and his duties on the family farm, which he believed he would someday run. However, Zach received a rude awakening when Matt sold off parts of the farm, and now Zach and Tori have announced their exit from Little People Big World.